Hello everyone. Can you believe it's February 21st and it's 70 degrees out here? The sun's not even shining. It's all overcast. We had a little bit of mist here and there. I can't believe it. Absolutely gorgeous, perfect weather. The rabbits are actually getting a little warm. Speaking of rabbits, two of the litters are now 6 days old, and the red litters are 5 days old. So for those that haven't seen that age kits, I wanted to take you through and show you what they look like now. Oh yeah, and at the end I'll share some news with you. We have Evening Shade. No, Morning Star. This is Morning Star. And look at her kits. They're all lined up on the resting board. Isn't that so funny? Anyway, her kits. You know, these guys are actually a little older than I thought. I didn't think they were 2 weeks old yet because their eyes wasn't opened. But come to find out, they are actually a little over 3 weeks old now. And I think most of them developed nest box eye. And I thought all of them but one was going to be blind in at least one eye. But since I've taken the nest box out, most of them are now opening their eyes. And they actually look really well. There's one or two more in here. Let me see. I think this one here. I don't want to startle it. Well, no. I guess they all have at least one eye open. Alright, here we go. This one here has one eye that hasn't opened yet, but you can tell it's starting. I haven't messed with them. They're doing it on their own. There doesn't seem to be any cloudiness or moon eye. And they don't appear to be blind in them. There's 6. And I think all but 2 have both eyes open now. Yeah, see, that one does, that one does. Okay, this one has one eye closed. This one here. And then this one has an eye that is partially open, but not open all the way. I can see him looking through every once in a while. So those 2 are the only 2 left. And a few days ago, before I left to go to Shreveport, oh, you've got to see this rabbit. It scared me to death. I thought it was dead. Look at her. She is just, she's out. She heard me open the cage. I literally thought she was gone. Oh, wow. How scary. Anyway, these guys are about 3.5 weeks old now. And I did leave their nest box in quite a while for them. But I went ahead and took it out. And now that I have, their eyes are starting to heal up. Now, she was the first one that I used the plastic flooring on. I have some others that are using the plastic floor. If I have the same problem with them again, I will not use the plastic floor anymore. She Devil. And you know, in case I haven't ever told you guys, this is She Devil. And she was sold to me because the breeder thought she was mean as the dickens. Right now, with her having a newborn litter, she is a little tense and a little standoffish. But she is not at all mean. Sometimes she gets a little protective of her babies, but most of the time she's not. Before she kindled, she used to eat out of my hand, and she doesn't want to do that anymore. Anyway, let's look at her babies. She kindled 5, and the last time I checked, she still had 5. These guys are 5 days old. Look at them. No, aren't they so cute? They have their fur, but of course their eyes won't open until about day 10. So, but they are popping around like beans, and she's curious about what's going on top. And she had 3, and that's all she kindled was 3. And they're all alive, and boy, I tell you, those 5-day-olds, the litter of 5, they're really fat. But this litter with 3, they're even fatter. Look at these guys just popping around like little jumping beans. Or some say like popcorn. Anyway, that's 5-day-old New Zealand Reds, 56. And she's already moved up to the brood barn. I'm going to breed her in about 2 weeks. Maybe next week. I gotta look at the calendar. It's going to be either next week or in 2 weeks. I did not take her to the show this weekend because she has developed a little white spot on her cheek. Let me get close, see if you can see it. It's right there on her cheek. So I did not show her. However, she's not even a senior yet, and she is 10 pounds, 9 ounces. So I'm going to breed her. Absolutely, she is going to be bred to ink in the next week or 2. She does have a show leg as a junior, and she's a very nice doe. I really think she would probably win another leg or 2 if she did not have the white spot. But the white spot does DQ her, but that's okay. She is going to be bred to a Charlie Buck. She will be going into my Broken Black program because she is such a super nice body type. And here is Mustang Sally. And I need to clean her nest box out again. She's going to be one of those rabbits. Can you believe it? Alright, and she's got 7 in here. And these guys are 6-day-old. And you can tell these are not as big. Well, not all of them are as big as the 5-day-olds because there's just more of them. But they are still very, very big, very fat. Mustang Sally's doing a wonderful job with her first litter. She kindled 8, and of course we had the one die the first day. Now on these 2 blacks, I don't know, but I was told that if these were chestnuts, that the inside of the ear would be white, which it is not, and that the ear would be laced with the chestnut coloring. And on this one, it is not. I don't see any chestnut coloring on the neck. A lot of times I'll see it on the neck, and I don't. Let's look at this other one. No, the ears aren't white. They are black ears, and I don't see any lacing on them. So, if I'm told correctly, these 2 guys will be either black or steel. I'm guessing steel. I don't think they're going to be black because she was bred to a red buck. But we will see what happens. And then over here we have Rosie, and Rosie, I tell you, she's becoming an old girl. She's like 3.5 years old, so we have to take it easy on the breeding with her. I would like to finish out this year breeding her, and after that I'm going to retire her, I think. So hopefully we get some really nice bunnies out of her this year. Her litters have definitely shrunk in size, which is a good sign that she's ready to quit breeding. This one is definitely a chestnut. You can see it in the face. Definitely a chestnut, no doubt about it. A broken chestnut right there. That's obvious right there. Let's see. Now yes, this one's going to be a broken chestnut also. And you know what? Look, the ears are white on the inside. Oh, how neat. I wish I would have realized that on the day they were born to look at the ears. Yes, ears are white on the inside. Let's see. This one. I think they're all going to be broken chestnut. Oh, wait. Well, this one has the white ears. So if that is true, then this is going to be a broken chestnut. Now the other 2 were most definitely broken chestnut. Yeah, right in the whiskers of the nose. Look at the nose in the whisker bed. I think that one's going to be chestnut. And look at this guy. Wow, wiggly booger. Look at this guy. Most definitely chestnut. Yeah. So these may just be meat babies, but we're going to grow them out and see what they look like. I bred her to, she's a super nice doe and she throws really nice kits. So I bred her to my buck, Bigelow, my broken black buck, because I would like to have something other than Bloomer to breed him to, because Helena's not throwing kits. I keep breeding Helena to him, but we're not getting anything yet. So anyway, those are the 6-day-old kits. These here. Noble. And Noble only has half a pedigree. She was sired by my blue buck, St. Paul, or St. Charles, who is no longer with us. So she is the blue gene carrier, and so I was going back and forth on whether to keep her or not, and I had just about decided, because I owe a friend a rabbit, and I had almost decided to go ahead and give her to my friend, and I'm glad I hadn't done it yet. She was actually going to leave next week, a week from yesterday, but she surprised me and won Best of Variety in Show C in Shreveport this weekend. So she has now earned her second leg. She only needs one more leg to be, well, I can't grand her because I can't register her. She only has half a pedigree, but she does have 2 legs. So she will never be granded, even if she had 50 show legs. You can't grand her because she doesn't have a full pedigree. Anyway, she has now got 2 show legs. And then here, Daisy, who is figure 56's sister. She also won Best of Variety this weekend. She won Best of Variety in Show B. So both of these girls did very good, and I was very proud of them. And so I'm looking forward to showing these a few more times. And then next to them, bred. This is a little doe, and she's actually had her ear chewed. She would be the full sister to Bigelow and Biggers, just a younger breeding. And she did not go to the show this weekend. If I can show you, she's a little on the wild side. Yeah, trying to show you her ear, and she's not gonna stand for it. There you go. If you can see her ear, see the notch. She's got a really big notch. She's still real young. I'm hoping that'll grow back, but if not, she'll be a brood doe. And I think I'm going to name her Crossetot. And then I took this little guy, who is the sister. He's a young buck. He was 12 weeks old yesterday, and he weighed 6 pounds 8 ounces. So I went ahead and took him to the show. I knew he was young and still very, very immature, but I wanted to see what the judges said about him anyway. And it was one of those things. I heard a guy say it best while we were at the show. He didn't do bad enough for me to cry over, but he didn't do well enough for me to brag on him. But he did okay, and being a young buck, I'm pretty pleased with him. And we've named him Need More, because we always need more rabbits. That's it. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless. Since we were talking about babies that's only a few days old, check this out. These boys are 3 days old now. Daddy J while I was gone this weekend. He hasn't finished it, but he's working on a little kidding stall here for me. At some point we will have to pull these boys off of Mom and separate them. We're going to go ahead and let them nurse, but we're going to want them off of Mom for about 12 hours each day so that we can milk. We need a second one of these huts over here. That way we've got 2 of these huts for those babies. Yeah.
Dad built that one by himself.
Well, he said he wasn't finished.
Yeah, walling.
Yes, Payday. Look. Payday rubs his head on my leg all the time. That's all he does. I gotta be careful or he'll throw me off balance. And then we're up, Payday. He's doing a little peekaboo. The peekaboo. There he is. There he is. There he is.